Are you trying to answer any question marks before game day, or maybe trying to fine-tune some certain things just before Thursday?
Well, I mean, Tuesday, which was yesterday, on our prep calendar is choice down day. So obviously we got our first base work in on first and second down stuff. Still answering the third and fourth and the red zone pieces today, and then trying to tie that together as we always do on Thursdays, which in actuality is a Tuesday this week. So we're always trying to answer questions. We're not trying to find questions, and questions will find us. That's the nature of this sport. And what we do in the fall, you only get 12, and you prepare so many days in the off season for the 12 opportunities this fall. It's special, really special. So once we have or find an answer that may fit that week or that time, we're always trying to scratch a claw for more answers or better ways to do it. So never satisfied, always hungry. But we're not going to know who this team is really until probably midway through the year. But starting out on the right foot on the red on Thursday would be a nice start to the 2024 campaign for sure.
Yeah. As far as this season, just coming right off of camp and already just getting right into it, do you feel like you're in a better spot, a different spot? Like, how does it compare maybe to last season or previous?
Well, I think we get in trouble comparing because it's easy to compare. Every year is different. Every vibe is different. No one's been defeated going into their first game. Everybody's always undefeated. It's what you do after some of those defeats, if you get defeated, whether it be on the scoreboard or not on the scoreboard, how you respond. And so every team's different, every person's different, every side of the ball or every third of the ball is different when you're talking about OD and special teams on every campus. So everybody feels really, really good, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, psychologically. Everybody feels good right now, but it doesn't feel as good when all of a sudden you don't get your way in some certain situations. So that's always a challenge as a parent. It's always a challenge as a coach and also a teammate when things don't go our way or don't go as planned or as scripted, having to come off the script, knowing that we're going to provide answers and create solutions. But let's not create too many of our own problems and stand in our own way. So every year, at the end of the year, that's the last time that locker room is going to be together, and then the new locker room is going to be formed when we get there the next fall. It's not in January, February, March, April, May, June, July. It's really when you get together in August, and really there's been some attrition during camp. So really now as we head into the first game, this is what the 2024 locker room looks like. Now we want to see what the 2024 players play like when it comes to third and fourth quarters, home or away. So excited about that opportunity, and it's about time, but not time yet, for our first opponent this week.
As far as Efton, what do you see as the ceiling for him? And, he's a leader, obviously, but what do you expect from him from this season and expect to see or hope to see?
He'd be mad if I told him he had a ceiling. I think it's a glass ceiling. I think it's an invisible ceiling. He is very capable in a lot of situations. Consummate leader, doesn't say much. I'm trying to get more of that out of him. I want him to speak more, me to speak less. It's a slow journey, just because that's the way he operates. Great person, great human, great boyfriend, great mentor to not only the guys on our team, but also to the kids and the fans out there that look up to him. And so a ton of respect for him. He decided to come back last fall, and he's ready to end his journey differently than some of the middle of his journey is concerned. But he knows it's going to be his teammates that help him along that journey this fall. So love F, love everything about F. One of the most selfless humans I've ever been around.
Thanks.
I have to imagine that the players are so excited for this week, but your coaching staff and you personally, how excited are you guys to get to see that your work through them gets to go out on the field this week?
Yeah, it's a little bit like fall camp. If you're not excited, you got something wrong. Like Efton said, he feels young. So age is a number, but age is in head coach years is a little bit like dog years. It's not 1-to-1. There's not a 1-to-1 ratio as a head coach, and every head coach will tell you that. But that doesn't take away from the excitement for these players. It really ain't about us. It's about the players. They only get so many opportunities. Our opportunities were way back when. And we bring up way back when, they tune you out. So we got to stay in the moment. We don't live through our players, But it's nice to see the players take coaching, take their athleticism, take their awareness and IQ, and put it to the test when they start keeping score. And so excited for them, not necessarily for us as coaches. We're a new staff pretty much every year. At this level, you're going to have some attrition as a coaching staff we have. Excited about the opportunity to see how we do it in real time. Scrimmages are simulations. Simulations are not real things. So we'll all get a feel 6 o'clock on Thursday. So it won't go perfect. This just in. It will not go perfect. That's the way it's scripted to be. We just don't know how unperfect it will be. We'll navigate the waters when they come as well as we can and as confidently as we can.
Your thoughts on Monmouth, just scouting them and what you see from them?
Well, I think you got to take the whole body of work. It's not just last year, just like it's not just us last year. In the last 5 years, they've been in the playoffs 3 times. Their head coach has been there a long time. He knows what he wants from the guys. They've had a change at defensive coordinator from a former coach there that was at North Dakota State. The last 2 years, they're trying to find a balance of how much they're going to do. Maybe what he took from Fargo to Monmouth, or how much he's going to lean into the head coach. And that's always a guessing game in game one with new coordinators and new head coaches. Same offensive coordinator, new quarterback from Maine. So we're going to expect some things differently from them. Great cover units on special teams. They got a special individual as kick returner that can jumpstart that team anytime he touches the ball. He also gets his hands on the ball on offense. So it's going to be a tough test. We expect their best, and first games are always kind of feel it out. We don't want to feel it out. We want to do what we anticipate to do from the jump. So let's not worry about what they're going to do early. Let's stick to our game plan early, make adjustments in the meantime, and go from there. But it should be exciting under the lights on Thursday at home on the Red. So I'm excited for these guys, these coaches, and we actually going to put the last 7 months in the public's eyes. So we're excited about that.
I know you talked to Dan briefly about it, but you mentioned, getting to start the season at home with these 2 games. Just how big would it be to pick up a win this week, to start off the season the right way?
Oh, it's so cool. I mean, just being on the Red, number one, being at home, wins are always fun. And like my predecessor, Coach Baldwin, always told the locker room every week, half the country loses every week. I don't think we look at it that way sometimes. We don't take the wins as serious as we should. We probably take the losses harder than we should, but half the country loses every single week. We want to be on the right side of things. So it's awesome to start out on the Red. It's awesome to get another on the Red right after that, 9 days later. But it's always fun to play home. Whenever we can take advantage of playing on the Red in league or out of conference, we're always going to take advantage of that. So we got to do the right things for our fans on Thursday. Be excited. There'll be no lack of excitement by the players, that's for sure. First games are always easy to get up for. So I'll probably try to stay out of their way as much as I can and we can as coaches, and let them just go play ball.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yep.